Write me something about healthy eating. That's what most people type into AI. And then they say AI doesn't work. But AI works just fine. The problem isn't the tool. The problem is the prompt. Hi, I'm Chris, and this is Second Act with AI. Today I'm going to teach you a framework that fixes that. I call it recipe. Okay, so here's what happens to almost everyone when they first try AI. You open the tool, you see that empty text box, and you freeze. What am I supposed to type? How do I ask it the right way? What if I do it wrong? I call this the blank box problem. And it's the number one reason people try AI once and they never come back. The thing is, there's no wrong way to use AI. You can type anything, but there is a better way. And once you learn it, the difference in your results is night and day. That's what the recipe framework is for. It gives you a structure, a repeatable pattern you can use every single time you talk to AI. So you never have to stare at that blank box wondering what to type. Let me walk you through it. Recipe, 6 letters, 6 ingredients, just like a recipe in your kitchen. These are the ingredients that make a great prompt. R-E-C-I-P-E. Let's get through each one. R is for role. This is where you tell AI who to be. Act as a patient health educator. You are a travel planner who specializes in trips for people over 60. Be a writing coach who's warm and encouraging. Why does this matter? Because when you give AI a role, it changes how it responds. A health educator gives you different information than a doctor, which gives you different information than a friend. The role sets the tone for everything that follows. And what do I mean by that? If I say act as a nutritionist who works with people over 60, suddenly the AI is thinking about my age, my stage of life, the kinds of foods and health concerns that are relevant to me. It narrows the focus in exactly the right way. E is for end goal. What do you actually want to walk away with? I want a 1-week meal plan. I want 3 versions of an email to my landlord. I want a list of questions to bring to my next doctor's appointment. Be specific. Don't say, help me with my healthy eating. Say, give me a 7-day dinner plan for one person who doesn't eat fish and wants to keep each meal under 30 minutes. See the difference? The clearer your end goal, the more useful the response every time. C is for context. Now, this is the magic ingredient. This is the one that changes everything. Context is the background information about you, your situation, and what matters to you. It's the stuff that makes AI's response actually relevant to your life, not just a generic answer for everyone. I'm 65. I live alone. I have joint pain that makes standing for long periods hard. And I'm trying to eat healthier after my doctor told me my cholesterol's high. That one sentence of context, it completely transforms the response you get. Without it, AI gives you something generic. With it, AI gives you something that feels like it was written just for you. The gap between bad AI results and great AI results is context, not the tool. So, context engineering is the most important skill you can learn. I is for instructions. This is where you tell AI how to do the thing. Break it into steps. Use simple language. Give me options, not just one answer. Start with the easiest option first. Explain each step like I've never done this before. Instructions are the how. Role is the who. End goal is the what. And context is the why. And instructions are how you want it done. Now, this is where you can get really specific. And the more specific you are, the less editing you'll have to do later. It's like giving directions to someone who's never been to your house. The more detail you give, the more likely they are to actually get there. P is for parameters. Now, think of parameters as the guardrails, the constraints, the things that keep the response from going off the rails. Keep it under 200 words. Use a warm conversational tone. Don't use any medical jargon. Write it at a level a 10-year-old could understand. No bullet points, just paragraphs. Parameters tell AI what not to do or how to stay within bounds. Without them, you might get a 2,000-word essay when you wanted a paragraph, or something that sounds like a medical textbook when you wanted plain English. This one is especially important for our audience. If you don't want jargon, say so. If you want something short, say so. AI will match your parameters if you tell it what they are. And the last E is for engage. This one is my favorite, and I think it's going to be yours too. Instead of trying to think of everything up front, instead of stressing out about whether you covered all the details, you just tell AI, before you start, ask me a few questions to make sure you understand what I need. That's it. You let the AI interview you. And what happens is so cool. The AI will ask you things you didn't even think of. It'll say, what tone are you going for? Or is this for a specific person or a general audience? Or do you have a word count in mind? It takes all the pressure off. You don't have to write the perfect prompt. You just have to start the conversation and let AI help you fill in the gaps. This is especially powerful for our audience because the number one thing I hear is, I don't know what to type. Well, with Engage, you don't have to know everything. You just have to say, hey, before you do this, ask me some questions first, and AI does the rest. Okay, so let's see this in action. I'm going to build a prompt from scratch using every ingredient. Let's say I want help writing a letter to a friend I haven't talked to in a while. Here's what most people would type: write a letter to a friend. It's fine, but it's generic. It could be for anyone. Now let's use recipe. Role: you're a warm, thoughtful writing assistant who helps people express themselves naturally. End goal: I want a heartfelt letter to a friend I haven't spoken to in about 2 years. Context: her name is Linda. We were close in our 40s, but life got busy. She's been on my mind since her husband passed away 6 months ago. I want to reconnect without making it awkward or heavy. I'm not good at this kind of thing. I tend to overthink it. Instructions. Start with something light, not "I'm sorry for your loss" right away. Acknowledge what happened, but keep the overall tone warm and forward looking. End with a real invitation to get together. Parameters. Keep it under 250 words. Conversational tone, no cliches. Engage. Before you write this, ask me 3 questions to make sure you really understand what I'm going for. Look at the difference. That's the same AI tool, same technology, but the prompt changed everything. And because I used Engage, the AI asked me things I hadn't even thought about. The result is better than I would have gotten even with a really detailed prompt. That's recipe. You don't have to use every ingredient every time. Sometimes a quick question is all you need. But when you want something really good, when you want AI to give you something that feels like it was written just for you, pull out the recipe. Role, end goal, context, instructions, parameters, engage. Practice it once, just once. Pick something real in your life that you want help with. Open your AI tool and build a recipe prompt. I promise you, the result is going to be different from anything you've gotten before. And if you want more prompts to practice with, more examples, more help getting started, subscribe to this channel. I post new videos every week, and we're going to keep building on this together. Free quiz in the description below, and there's a link to every video in this series. All right, my friends, take care. Bye-bye.